Hello, everybody. Hi. Oh, I'm already adjusting my microphone. Once again, I can't start out a stream without making a mistake. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, Pillow of Evil. Hi, the Hat Man. Hi, Traden. Yeah, so, oh god, tablet's also not working. This is just not a good start, is it? Oh, please tell me I didn't just break my drivers already. Nope, they all work. Cool. Okay, so, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be finishing this, or maybe not finishing. I'm not even done with the skin on this yet, honestly. A lot of this is a big experiment because I'm really trying to force myself to learn different techniques. Yes, hello, the pasta doctor, Dr. Shub Patel, Rogue of Blight, Thomas, hello. Hi, Ice Climber. Thank you for coming. We're just gonna be working on this and talking about the project. I've been really excited to put this out. The first episode went out yesterday. If you don't know, this is all for hello, Richard. Yes, my hair is purple now, and I have not updated my graphic, but yes, I felt the need to dye my hair something special for the spooky season, and, yeah, I chose purple. I have pictures of it up on my Twitter, I think, and I will be probably posting more this weekend, because I have a wedding to go to, so I'll be all cuted up, too. So, okay. Oh my god, I can't stream and not lose my train of thought. I'm really glad you guys don't come here for competent streaming. So I'm going to be working on this. If just a little background, I guess. This is actually the narrator from the series I've started putting out. You might have seen the trailers for it or the first episode that went out yesterday. Uzu, hi! I'm really happy. Hi, Uzu. It's good to see you. This is all for my project called Into the Farwood, and it is a retelling of my. It is a retelling of an arc I'm actually currently in the game I play on Sundays. This is the narrator of the story, Valwyn Winrell, or Brevere Torlith Valwyn Lorna II, as she long-windedly likes to explain to people. And I don't draw her a lot in the actual series, because obviously all of this is told from her perspective, and I don't imagine she's somebody who draws pictures of herself. So I wanted to give a more proper picture, I guess, and make her look kind of badass, even though she's kind of the furthest thing from a badass, I think, in our group. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and I wanted to kind of talk about what it's been like to put the series together, and some things I've got like kind of coming down the pipeline, my process in putting it in making my assets. Honestly, if I get bored shading this, I have another picture I'm going to be working on, and I'll go ahead and show the canvas. It's actually the background for the next episode of Into the Farwood. Here we go. This is my very chaotic painting process, because I still don't really know how to paint. I'm still learning, so I keep everything on separate layers still. But yeah, we're just gonna jump into it. Also, if you are interested in maybe weighing your opinion, I did just put a poll up on Twitter. Link in the description box on where my Twitter is. There's a poll on Twitter right now where I'm debating if I should stream playing Hades. I've been playing a lot of Hades off screen, like off with my friends, and I'm terrible at the game, but god, it's so fucking fun to play. I haven't gotten that into a game in a while. It gives me some of the same feelings I got when I first picked up games like God of War. I haven't gotten just that into a game and its story in a while. So, I'm debating streaming it. I haven't beat Hades yet, so this is I might be starting completely from the beginning. Wow, I can't talk. But yeah, if you'd like to weigh in on that and say yes or no, go check out my Twitter. How many D&D games are you currently in? Well, okay. Two of the games I play in are my streamed games. So, of course, I play Necro Hunt, where I play Luna Icewind, and then I play, on Fridays. I know my days of the week, guys. On Fridays, I play with Uzu, actually, over on the Scales Above, where I play a girl named Nia Arian, a little half-elven. She's totally sweet, totally innocent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. She's just severely confused. Yes, I'm genuinely, like, shocked by how stupidly attractive everybody is in Hades. And I thought I was gonna like Aphrodite a lot more than I do. Artemis is best girl, but Aphrodite is and her boons aren't great. Anyway, I'll ramble about that on a different topic, guys. So, I do have some offline games that I play with my friends. So I play in 2 games currently offline. No, that's a lie. That's 3. I play a lot of D&D, guys. This is my only social. This is like my only way I socialize with my friends. Pandemic has had to make me look for friends elsewhere. So I play 2 games. One is on Thursdays, one is on Sundays, by the same DM, and the same person who ran Arrow's whole game, if you've joined my streams in the past. Yes, see? Uzu can attest. Nia is totally innocent, no matter what Nova might tell you. Oh, I've met Demeter, and I don't really like her either. Literally, I've gotten through most of the game, except I haven't beat Hades yet. That's my biggest thing, is I had to restart my save because I changed computers. I was playing on my brother's computer before, and then I finally broke down and bought the game, and then I had to start over again. But I basically had maxed out the Dark Mirror, and I was ready to, like, actually go beat Hades, but then I switched accounts. Everybody's hot on Necro Hunt because Callie does not have the ability to draw anything other than attractive people, and we love her for it, okay? Okay, so I was on a different question. I play in several games currently. 2 of them are by the same DM, and one of them is where I play with my DM from the 2 games with a different DM. But yeah, I play a lot of D&D. I think I should probably just simplify this down a lot. I play in 2 games in which are streamed, and therefore I don't really count them because streaming a game... I don't count them the same because live streaming a game is an entirely different beast from sitting down and playing with your friends. When I'm live streaming, I'm very consciously aware that I'm putting on a show for people, and I'm trying to be entertaining, and I'm trying to do what is, like, best and interesting for the audience, not just, you know, my experience as a player. Ability to make... You know, Joe's ability to make all of these NPCs so fucking lovable, right? Like, Grikyak, best boy. I love Rotak, and I want to see Rotak and Renee together. Like, I was shipping that shit from day one, man. Bards had a dance-off. I need those 2 together now. Lancel is a treasure, and he made Scorpio fucking precious based with, like, the very little I gave him to work with Scorpio. He's made him just amazing. So, I love how Joe has been working on all of his NPCs, and I hope that Joe sees this and how much I'm talking up how good of a DM he is, because he's too fucking hard on himself. I'm getting a little too passionate about this one. But no, Joe's done a wonderful job with the NPCs and the campaign itself. He's put so much love into everybody's characters, and, you know, you can tell when a DM gives a fuck about your player experience. He's been doing a really good job. So, yes, back onto what I'm drawing. This is, once again, Valwyn Winrow, the narrator behind Into the Farwood. I wanted to just give her a proper, you know, a proper portrait, I think. Just because I don't have a proper one of her Farwood look anyway. I'll pull up some of her older pictures, because I've definitely drawn her here before. I need to go into my old... She got a little different looking, and where is my storage drives? Ba-da-ba. I finally transferred all of my old files from my old computer, so I have all of my old D&D artwork again. Thank God, I thought that was lost forever. Where is she? There she is. Is this the no mask? This is no mask. This, believe it or not, these are the same characters. Valen's just been through some shit since I drew this. I have one more, actually. I'll have to find the picture I used on this on Pinterest, too, because I straight up just ripped this outfit off of another character I saw on Pinterest. That's another reason why I redesigned, because I wanted to do something a bit more not just blatantly ripped off. Honestly, a lot of Valwyn's clothes are either taken directly from Game of Thrones or random fancy anime artwork I'm seeing on Pinterest. So I need to get better about that. But yeah, no. Same characters, so I think I'm going to keep this off to the side anyway, because I need color references. Valwyn's just been through some shit. Cut off and dyed all her hair after our Falsey adventure, which you'll probably hear at in the Farwood at some point, because it's going to come up. Some stuff that happened to us in Falsey definitely is going to, some stuff that happened to us in Falsey is definitely going to come back to haunt us. That's actually where puberty. Hate to tell you that this woman is, very much an adult, and I think the oldest in our party, technically. And that's also counting the elf, so, not really sure you could say puberty hit her. I think, the real world hit her like a truck. I guess some stuff I don't mind spoiling, because I've definitely talked about it before, is that Valwyn, I've definitely talked about it before in my streams, but Valwyn was a very ambitious concept of mine, because I wanted to make a character that was formerly a ruler, but I didn't want her to be I didn't want her to be like oh, I'm a princess. I wanted her to kind of be a disgraced ruler. One that had failed in her endeavor. So you'll see that come up. I think it's pretty obvious by her name. She clearly had some sort of a title, because, you know, she has 4 fucking names. Is this the color I want? That'll work. It's a little too dark, though. I'm trying a lot of different techniques for this, because I've never done this kind of coloring before. I have cel-shaded my entire life, and now I'm being forced to learn new things. Which is fun. You absolutely always should push yourself, push your artistic potential. And you absolutely should always try and try new things and, you know, get outside your comfort zone. That's an important thing to do as an artist and something that will help you improve. I just haven't, because I'm terrible at taking my own advice. Christian, I wish you were the only person who made that joke, but it was like in our game. We were in a blood hunter school, which I doubt Valwyn's ever going to mention this one because it was embarrassing for her. This blood hunter came up to her, pointed directly at her face and said, "You girl, X marks the spot. Where's the buried treasure?" And I was so unprepared for that statement that, like, I physically was like, okay, Valwyn just stares at this woman and then walks out of the room, because how the hell do you respond to something like that? So I wish I could say you were the first person to say buried treasure to this woman, but you're not. Favorite thing about drawing, or indeed. Those are very broad topics. I've always loved to draw. I've been drawing since I could hold a crayon, and I've been drawing, like, seriously, like, actually, like, to try and be an artist since I was, like, 13 or 14. No, I was younger than that, because I had a tablet when I got my first tablet when I was 12. Yeah. So I was, Jesus, oh my God, I'm old. It's been 12 years? I think I'm 24 now. I had 12 years. Fuck, I'm old. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I was very happy when it got composed. If you don't know, this background music was specifically composed for my channel, so I really do like this. I'm looking to get something new done just because I want more variety to switch to in my streams besides the same, you know, strumming. Okay, so in D&D, story. I love building stories with people. That's why I started playing D&D. Is I used to be an avid, like, Tumblr role player. That was my favorite thing to do in my spare time, was me and my friends would do Tumblr role plays, and D&D just took that a step further. I was already kind of dabbling in LARPing anyway, so it wasn't that big of a stretch, and honestly, D&D kind of led me to realizing I really like to voice act, and I want to learn to be a better voice actor. Okay, I'm gonna need to remove the fire for a moment. I have a... This is where it's a bit confusing because I have way too many layers too. I'm already at like 90-something layers on, oh Jesus, what the heck was that? I'm already at like 93 layers on Psy, so I'm gonna have to start merging some of this down eventually. Eventually, I'm just gonna break down and go to, I have... She's had her scar commented on quite a few times. It's kind of a hard thing not to comment on, you know? It's right in the middle of her face, and not everybody is blessed with very good social graces. Funny enough, it's both the times she's had her scar pointed out to her, it's been by blood hunters too. I guess that kind of makes sense. Let's see. I definitely was introduced to D&D by my friends and Critical Role and my sister. Those are the three people I think that introduced me to it. Because I'm one of those people where I'm like, yeah, I'll play this thing, and then I never touch it until like way after, and then I'm like, I finally do, and I'm like, oh my god, guys, this is so fun, and everybody's like, yeah, this is why we've been trying to get you into this for like 2 years. And I'm like, yeah, I know, listen, I know I'm difficult, and I'm sorry. Hold on, I need to message my DM about this real quick. I just need to, and because Ben is gonna find this hilarious. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that really loud typing. Hello, Maelstrom. I mean, I would love to tell you how she got this scar, but that'll come up when in Into the Farwood, because I'm gonna have to explain a few things. What I will explain is, I guess, what's already common knowledge and some stuff that she's kind of already spoken about. She's talked about something called The Gathering. She's talked about something called a place called Adris. And she's talked about a person. Several people, actually. Let's see. Yes, always let your DMs know you appreciate them. This, Valwyn's DM is the best DM I have ever had, and I say this knowing full well I've played with Joe, before anybody in the chat comes at me for that one. I've been playing with this DM for almost 2 years, and he has been just an amazing DM. He's given, not, like, the first story I had with him was, I had with him was Arrow's story, and it was a story I tried to play before and was absolutely destroyed by a different DM. If you don't know, the story on my channel, DM nerfed my warlock. That was Arrow's original story. And if you don't know who Arrow is, I will pull her up real quick. Let me just find her. She was my druid from Tomb of Annihilation. I know I've got a more up-to-date image of her that's not garbage somewhere. Hold on. Here she is. This was her. She was my Circle of Shepherds druid. I obviously changed class, but her story stayed relatively the same. Arrow's story was kind of, completely butchered, and Ben took a story that I tried to play before and had kind of destroyed and turned it into a really heartbreaking, but a heartbreaking but very satisfying story between what happens with her and her family, and it was really good. And when I got the chance to play with him in a second campaign, other than my Thursdays game, he lost a player on one of his games and wanted to know if I wanted to join. And I was like, hell yeah, I love you as a DM. You're awesome. And he was I think he's probably the only DM I play with right now that I would ever trust with a story as ambitious as Valwyn's. Just because it's very easy to make a ruler trying to take back a country. It's really easy to make that into a really cringy, not really realistic story. I wanted it to kind of have some Game of Thronesy elements to it. I wanted it to be a little fucked up. Hello new people. There's a few new names in here. Hi. Was she the character who had the soul jar? No. That was Nia. Nia had a jar of souls. It wasn't a jar of souls, it was a lantern, but Nia had that. That was her. The totally innocent little girl that we are not going to call evil, no matter what Nova might say if he pops in here. No, she's... Well... I can't say a ton about her, because a lot of it's going to be revealed in the Farwood series. I will at least say class and stuff. Valwyn is a Pact of the Fiend warlock, and just took her first levels in Bard. She is eventually going to end up as an Eloquence Bard. I'm basically just trying to make D&D's most broken. I'm basically just trying to make the most broken D&D politician I can. I think by the time my build is at where we're probably going to end the campaign, I will not be able to roll under a 25 to lie or convince somebody. Because Eloquence bards are fucking broken, and I already have really high deception and persuasion, so adding expertise to that at my next level, I'll just kind of be a little broken. Because I think I'll have a plus 15. So I can tell you that. I can tell you the party lineup that you'll be meeting is, let's see. Altharian is a Blade Singer. I believe he's also an Inquisitor Rogue. So Blade Singer Rogue combo. Then we have our Artificer. He's our Artificer Nakai. He's our Skink. Actually, let me just pull up the party's image real quick. 1 second. I've drawn the party, or I'm starting to draw the party. I haven't finished drawing the party yet, but I'm getting there. So, I guess we'll go left to right here. This uncolored lady right here, this is Lament. She is our Blood Hunter Ranger. And this is Naja. That is her animal companion. Naja is the best, and I love her. This is Dash of Gold. He is our ranger. He's our rogue. I think he's just a straight up rogue. I don't think he's multi-classed into anything. But that's Dash. Don't really have a ton for him because it's pretty sporadic when his player can join. This is Aru. He is our paladin. Aru is great. Yes, this armor I'm pretty sure was ripped straight out of Dragon Age. And it's fine. Then obviously there's Valwyn. Aru is our paladin. He's a conquest paladin, I believe. Then we have our Bladesinger, not Bloodsinger. Bladesinger Altharian. He's also, I believe, an Inquisitor rogue. This is my familiar Brina. And I also have a pet pseudo-dragon named Ashwind that sits on my shoulder. Ashwind is not joining the Firewood Mania because he'll die. And this is Altharian's familiar Moon Whisper, who we have some interesting reveals about coming up. And then we have Nakai, and he is our Skink Artificer. We have an interesting little band, interesting little group here. So, oh, sorry, that was loud. I guess I should sort of explain, especially because there's some stuff. Dio got a fiddle for... oh god, you'll find out what she made her deal to do, and you may or may not think that it was a terrible idea. Let's see. A lot of fun doing the magic effects on this. So Valwyn is... when I made Valwyn, I based a lot of how I made her and how I flavored her around Daenerys from Game of Thrones. Most of her magic is, centered around fire. Despite the fact I don't use my fire spells a lot because it's Eldritch Blast is too good to give up force damage. She does typically pack a lot of spells that deal a lot of fire, or just, social manipulation spells because politician. But my other combo that I've taken to do is I carry around a quiver full of arrows. I've mentioned this on Necro Hunt before. I carry around with me a quiver full of arrows, and I have a staff that has animate objects on it. So I can just animate 10 arrows and have 10 tiny objects that have a +8 to hit and do a d4 of damage. So just unlocks 10 basically magic missiles every fucking turn. It's great. That's giving you guys. Well, okay. We don't, not all of them are familiars. 2 of them are technically pets. Ashwind and, Naja, they're technically pets. I mean, Naja is, our Bloodhunter's beast companion, so, because our Bloodhunter, I believe, is a beast master, ranger as well. We have more pets on the ship, too. I'm pretty sure we have a full-on dragon on the ship. Not really a pet, but we have more pets on our ship, alright? This is nothing. Animate objects is such a broken spell if you know how to use it right. Man, and the fact I just have it on a staff at all times is pretty awesome. We are level 11? Or, no, 12. I think we're level 12. Hold on. No, we're level 12. Hold on. I actually need to text our... We're level 11 or 12? Hold on. I don't know how to answer that one. Damn. This should answer. Yeah, 12. We're 12. We're level 12. That's what I thought. I forget because I'm only a level 11 warlock because I just started taking bard levels. Yeah, no, we're level 12, so we're decently high. Yeah, we do. We have a menagerie, and, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Listen, Brina, my familiar, is my emotional support cat. She is much more of a... Well, she's been used as a tool a lot more lately, because Farwood is scary, but... Really, that cat's just been, my pet most of her life, so it's fine. Ashwind got sent back to the ship, so he's not here anymore. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, we are level 12. Okay, we're gonna copy this, clip it down, and then I'm gonna blur it to oblivion to make this. Alright, Thomas, you have a good one. Be safe. I feel like Valen's gotten more scars and trauma in the Farwood than she's probably gotten in the rest of her life. I feel like Ben knows this. Like, there's some, this next episode, I think, is my favorite one I've done so far. Sir, that is my emotional support familiar. Yes, that's all Brina is. There was an entire storyline in our last arc in which I just left Brina with another person. There was a person that was mentioned in... I don't mind revealing this because it's really not that important. There was a person mentioned in the first episode of Into the Farwood called General Mariano. And he is an NPC from Falsey, and he's who Dominic works for, technically. And he fucking loves Brina because of some shenanigans in which I sent Brina to Falsey ahead of me to deliver a message, and General Mariano found her, and Brina, being, you know, a spoiled attention lover, decided I'm gonna stick with this person and not go back home to Mom. And when I summoned her back, she was like 5 pounds heavier and looked like she'd been having the time of her life, and found out that she'd been being taken care of by this general who just thought that this flying cat was fucking delightful. I think that you can tell the number of... I feel like you can probably tell how experienced a blood hunter is based on the number of scars. Like, I'm pretty sure it's very easy to look at my blood hunter Pyrrha and be like, yeah, no, you haven't been through a lot of shit. You only have 1 scar on your arm. So, I don't know. I think that's more up to interpretation, though. Luna has a shit ton of scars, and she's not a blood hunter. I mean, granted, Luna almost was, but still, she's not one. Alright, let's just gonna fake some shadows real quick, guys. Don't mind me. Alright, I might need my fire back for this so I can get the lighting. This entire picture has just been a really huge, like, exercise in how does light hit things? How does lighting work? Listen, Brina deserved every minute of her time in General Mariano's care. That's why I kept leaving her with him. I set up a deal with the general after we left the city, like, saying, hey, I know the location of a teleportation circle in this city. If you ever just want to spend time with Brina, just you know, here's a magic business card. It casts a sending spell. Cast this to me, and I will send her back for a play date one day. Just because, especially after everything Brina's been through in the Farwood, I think that she deserves to have a little bit of kitty downtime when all of this is over. If we survive. The fun thing about the Farwood project is I genuinely do not know if Valwyn's going to survive it, because I haven't finished it yet. Okay, I'm sorry, the Ganondorf, that's what I'm trying to say, I'm sorry. Can you tell I never played Legend of Zelda? Yeah, no, you have a good one. I hope you have a good day, be safe, all that, you know. I might add one more, just... You're not really supposed to do this when you're doing this kind of shading, but I find it's a good cheat when I'm just trying to darken one side of a picture, especially when I have to put all this purple light on the side. I'm gonna have to fuck with colors anyway. I mean, I guess there aren't really any hard rules either, right? It's just, you you know, if it looks nice to you, then cool, do it, right? Right? Oh god, I thought my blood hunter was gonna die last week. I took, last week we got found by, the entire premise of my Thursday's game right now is that there is a vampire overlord called, that took over our city, and the vampire's name is, Alistair von Edenseer. And he sent one of his hunters after us because we tried to escape the city, and he was like, oh no, why would you do that? My city is wonderful, you know, if you have any problems, you know, come to me. And then he, you know, kind of marked us with his weird house slave symbol and tried to take us all in as his thrall. And we were like, no, fuck that. And we ran away. We escaped. But he sent one of his vampire hunters after us, and we foolishly tried to fight him. Granted, we were trying to fight him to get away from him. We were trying to get him stuck under some stairs with some, with a combination of shield master shoving, with a combination of a shield master shove and, earthen pillar to just pin him to the top of these stairs. Like, to the top of the underside of these stairs so we could run. Our plan didn't work. I took a sword through the stomach twice and nearly died. That was terrifying. We're like 20 episodes in, and I thought I was just about to fucking go in the way of Molly Mock. That was terrifying. Let's see. What else are we gonna do here? How long have we been going, actually? Hold on. One check, guys. About 40 minutes. This might be a shorter stream for me today, mostly just because I have a few things I've got to do and get done. Sorry, I'm also paying attention to Discord messages. I shouldn't be doing that while I'm streaming. Probably not my best idea. This will be one of my shorter streams today just because I have a few things I've got to do. I'm going to a wedding this weekend, and I need to make sure that everything is ready for the next episode of Into the Farwood, which will be coming out next Sunday. This coming Sunday, the 17th. It'll be out on the 17th. My plan, this will not be for the entire Farwood series, but because it's Halloween, my plan is for a new episode to come out every Sunday until Halloween, where I think one of the scariest episodes is coming out. So if you haven't seen Into the Farwood, if you haven't seen any of the trailers or the first episode, it's all on the front page of my channel if you want to check it out. I have a playlist too. I'm really proud of this so far. It's going outside of a lot of my comfort zones. I'm not really a very confident voice actor. I'm trying a lot of different storytelling techniques. Normally I just sit down and tell you guys what happens, but I'm chronicling it all as if my character is writing a book. And I'm also painting all of the backgrounds. I'm doing all of the little, I'm putting together all of the audio for it, and I'm trying to make it an immersive experience, at least as much as I can with my limited technical skills. But I'm really happy with it so far. So if you want to check it out, please do, because that's where all of this is going, and that's really what you're going to see on my channel for probably until the actual Farwood arc concludes. I'm going to be putting that on for a while, and then probably going to tell another story or continue in Valwyn's story, just whatever the next arc of the storyline is, granted if I survive this one. So thanks guys. I appreciate it. I love voice acting. I love creating character voices, and I love getting into character. It's new territory. It's not what I don't do it often. This isn't like no, I don't do it often. playing live has definitely helped. D&D in general has been wonderful at like forcing me to learn. I had to learn how to do accents for D&D. Even if my accents aren't great, I had to learn how to do accents for D&D. Playing live actually helped a lot. I think I enjoy playing Luna live the most just because I'm not also focused on a camera. I can just be a voice actor. I can just, be her and not worry about what I look like or what the audience is seeing. It's entirely my voice and how I'm conducting, what tones I'm putting in and how I'm speaking to people. That's really fun for me. It's just, I'm used to doing that as improv, not like, writing it down. But I am really happy you guys enjoy the work I've been doing so far, and I really hope you'll like what continues to come out. Okay, you have a good one, the Hat Man, and you be safe, all that good stuff. I think it's a good way to teach yourself, especially because you're normally you play D&D with your friends, so you also like have that like it's less pressure because you're just all having friends and having fun. Like the voice I do for Pyrrha, I'm not nearly confident enough with it yet to be able to do it in a recording, to like actually like record myself doing it as an actor. Hold on one sec. Just getting something because I see I have a hole in one of my... Let's see. Where is... Sorry, I was... Weird notification. That was... That didn't capture on the stream, did it? It did not. Good. Okay. Everything's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I think that I enjoy, getting into Valwyn's voice because she is, despite, she's meant to be a rather articulate and, she's meant to be very articulate and precise in the way she speaks. I may not always portray that in-game, but also I'm not holding myself to the same kind of standards that I do when I play live, when I do with my friends. But she's meant to be more, like, composed and precise in how she speaks, and maybe kind of insensitive in how she speaks, too. She's very matter-of-fact. She kind of just puts things out there. But I've enjoyed playing her lately because she's going through some shit. There is, like, I think that just the first episode shows that she's got a lot of stuff on her mind right now. And I like that I've been able to kind of work that into how she interacts with my party, because she's becoming more scared and less confident in what's going on around her, and she's also not that durable. All of them, because that is the only accent I can do well, and I think it's an insult to the British to call that fucking monstrosity I do a British accent. It is my generic fantasy accent. I feel like with Luna, it goes a bit closer to something almost Australian. I blame the fact that most of my friend group is people from the UK or Australia. That's just my generic, I'm trying to not sound like an American accent. Not durable. Yes. That's that is the best way I could describe her. Oh, fuck, is that Fred in the chat? Yeah, no, don't you talk about anything that happened yesterday, because that's going in the story. Yeah, no, not, to call Valwyn not durable is a huge understatement, yes, because Valwyn is the squishiest person in the party. I've mentioned this on Twitter before. I have an AC of 12. Valwyn is a character that is meant to not be heard. Well, you know, Ice Climber, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I still wouldn't call the accent I do British. I don't know. I feel like it fluctuates too much for me to really put a region on where the fuck this thing is from. But, thank you. That is very sweet of you to say. I don't know. I feel like I fluctuate in some of my vowels and my, in some of the way... Yeah, vowels. Yes, Shelby, that's a vowel. I feel like I fluctuate in my vowels a little too much to really pin down where it's from. I just try to keep Valwyn a bit more like... I do not take commissions right now. I just do not have the time, and I apologize. My only commission work is for, production. Is for, like... projects I'm already on. Like, I do stuff for Roll for Damage, and but I just don't have the time to do commissioned work right now. So, okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, where was I in this coloring?
This is yours. Give me my controller back.
Oh, cool.
It should just plug and play.
Yeah, you know I took the one off the...
They're all mine.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I just wanted you to have your own control.
Well, that was very nice of you. The entire stream heard that. Say hello.
Hello.
That was my brother. Cool. Yeah, no, my computer's set up in our kitchen right now, so... sorry, Tech. If you ever wonder when I may open them again, because that may be out there. Oh god, I have never even attempted an Irish or a Scottish accent. I don't know if I'm prepared for that one yet. I'm still learning the vaguely Italian monstrosity that I have to do for my Bloodhunter Pyrrha. Just because the region we're in is basically as if it's as if Italy and Poland shared a border, and I live in the city that's on that border, is the accent that I've had to make for this character. So it goes from, like, the oral posture of Italian to, like, some thick Russian parts. I don't really know how to explain it, and not doing it here because I'm not warmed up enough for that. How long have we been going? One moment, loves. Let me just check. Like I said, this is going to be a shorter one for me today. Yeah. Especially because I'm looking at the time. It's almost 3 o'clock and I have some stuff I need to get done that I don't want you guys to see. I mean, I really could just go full Southern for my characters if I wanted to. But, but I have one character that I've played with a Southern accent. She's the only one that fits it. I don't know. My brain was going somewhere. Yes. I think what I'm going to do is finish this shirt, and then I think we're going to call it for the day. Like I said, this was going to be a shorter stream of mine. It is just a Doodle hour after all. I will be streaming again next week. I put a poll on Twitter saying if you guys wanted to see if I could try playing Hades live, and it looks like everybody's, like, really down for that idea, which means I have to be prepared to humiliate myself on Twitch. You guys, I am horrible at this game, but it's so fun to do. Oh yeah, no, I grew up in the Deep South my entire life. So if I want to go Southern, I just kind of need to sound like I'm mad. Then it just comes out. I have a barbarian that does that, actually. One of my games, I play a barbarian that cannot read, and that speaks very little common, so I have to speak in very precise ways. And I may or may not have stolen that, like blatantly stole that from how Shannon plays Sloane over on Roll for Damage. Because I like how sweet Sloane sounds, despite being like a giant, terrifying rage lady when she wants to be. I love how sweet Sloane sounds when she's like that. And I wanted that same kind of energy for, Sigrid to... Oops, don't do that, Shelby, come on. I just need to add some shade, some lighting, and then I think we're going to call it... Alright. I think... Sorry this one was so short today, guys. I just kind of wanted to sit down and chat for like an hour. But I will be streaming again next week. Probably also next Monday, just longer after the next episode of The Farwood comes out. Once again, I'm going to keep throwing it at you guys because I'm super proud of this project. Go watch Into the Farwood if you haven't seen it yet. It is... it's a passion project. I've been working a lot on it, and, yeah. I have some, I think the next episode is genuinely chilling. I think it'll be a good, indication of what's to come in terms of what kind of scary eldritch abominations we're going to come across in this forest. I've mentioned this before. This is a story revolving around a hag plot line, so it's gonna get kind of fucked up. But, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. And I will see you guys